Hey, 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 welcome to another episode of the Brittany Sherrill podcast. I am your host, Brittany Sherrill, and I am so honored to have you here. If you're new to the podcast, what you need to know is that this is a safe space for the superwomen of the world, aka the high achieving women of the world, to come and take their cape off. It's a very safe space. And my promise to you is that every episode will be 10 minutes or less, because we shouldn't have to sacrifice self-care for anything else in the world, because that is what allows us to show up as our best selves every single day. So tonight I am actually wanting to remind everyone, as we know, our country, our world actually is facing a major health crisis right now. And it's impacting our daily lives in a lot of ways, contrary to the norm. But I want to encourage you to seize this time as an opportunity to really tap within yourself and think about, just remember why. Remember why it was so important for you to start that project or start that book. Remember why it's important for you to finish what you started, or at least get started on that idea and bring in that idea that you've been carrying around with you in your mind, in your thoughts. You've been carrying it for a year or two or more, and just really struggling and wrestling with the right time to bring it forth and give birth to it. This is the time for that. This is the prime time to remember why your vision, why your gift is so important, and why you have to give it to the world. Like, you having this great idea in your head is not doing any service for the people it is designed to deliver. So keep that in mind during this time. Don't use this time to focus on the negatives. Know that our trust and our strength and our refuge, it comes from God. My pastor on Sunday actually preached from Psalm 46:1, where it says, God is my refuge and my strength. And when you remember that, it doesn't matter what is going on around you, because, when you have a safe place, much like this podcast, when you know you have a safe space to go to, when you know you have strength to build you up where you are weak, when you know you have a sure reservoir of replenishment, you don't have anything to worry about. Sure, there may be some uncertainties, but that does not mean that you waver in your faith. That does not mean that you give in to the hype. That does not mean that you give up on the things that have always been important to you. This just means that it's time to really dig in and eliminate the things that don't really matter. It's time to really devote our time, attention, and energy to the things that will bring forth life into our lives and those attached to us. So again, I want to remind you to use this time to just remember why. Remember your why and act on it. So if you haven't already, follow me on social media at Brittany Sherrill on Instagram and Facebook. Reach out. Let me know what your why is. Let me know how you're feeling. If you need support, if you need a word of encouragement during this time, resources, I may be able to connect you with someone. Please know that this is your safe place for inspiration and support. Until next time, girl, get back to your dreams.